everybody, welcome back to the channel. Ryan Lopez here with Low Cap Crypto. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Welcome back, new subscribers. If not, make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. So today we're going to be getting into a lot of things here, especially some low cap risk management techniques, and also getting into having a cash out plan for the next bull run during alt season. So lots in tune for today. And if you're a newcomer into the crypto space or into the low cap crypto space, this video is for you as well. We'll be covering everything low cap crypto. So stay tuned and let's just get straight into it. Now, just very quick before we talk on some different risk management techniques for low cap crypto, let's just do a quick overall market sentiment check, see how the sentiment is. Look at Bitcoin here, it's hovering around 12,000. The price dominance is up to 62% dominance, so it's really been kind of booming. Let's just do a very quick look at Bitcoin here, since that really is the driving factor of everything. And as you can see, it's pretty much going vertical. Volume, tons of volume as well. I mean, I'd say overall this is very healthy for the whole cryptocurrency market. As it's been rallying, I've been saying I would expect a pullback at some point, but it just hasn't pulled back. And that's also very common in crypto, is that you can be waiting for a pullback and it just won't pull back. So it just kind of depends on you and your risk tolerance if you want to put money in or what you want to do. I mean, I guess this could be a good entry point, but like I said, that's up to you. And also, I'm not a professional advisor, or I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm just kind of giving my own tips and my own thoughts. You want to really be safe out there. I just want to kind of say that small disclaimer there. So yeah, Bitcoin looking extremely healthy, looking extremely bullish. I personally would think that we would see some kind of a small pullback or consolidation and then continue up. And as more money flows into Bitcoin and the market kind of grows, then that leaves that probability, that chance for more money to flow into the altcoins, and we could end up with another alt season, which is kind of what we're preparing for, right? So that's good news. And currently with the altcoins, not really too much action. All the action kind of has been on Bitcoin lately, but I think going down the road, definitely at some point, the money is really going to flow into the altcoins. Let's just take another very quick look here at the market cap. Now this is the total market cap of everything. So okay, now this is total market cap of the altcoins excluding Bitcoin. So this is a pretty interesting chart here. So it has been climbing since December, rallying, but nothing too crazy. It is on a slight uptrend, I would say. But if we want to look at, let's see here, May. Looks like the altcoins kind of broke out last time, right when Bitcoin was breaking out. So I would expect the altcoins to maybe start kind of breaking out when Bitcoin breaks 20K, if it followed the same trend from the past there. So that's something to kind of keep into consideration, maybe. But I think this is a good time to get into some, accumulate some altcoins, get into some altcoin positions. So that's it for the quick sentiment kind of market update. And now let's get into the main talk of today, which is let's see here, risk management techniques. So on my channel, I like to talk about low cap crypto coins. That's what makes me interested. That's where I think there's going to be a lot of gains, especially in the altcoins in alt season going forward. Is it guaranteed? No. Am I a financial professional? No. You definitely want to do this stuff at your own risk and be safe. Don't put too much in. Don't sell your house. Don't sell your car. Don't do any kind of extreme moves. But so I put this little thing together here. This kind of just goes over some things that I'll be using in this next bull run. You can kind of get your perspective from me and kind of see what I plan to do and build your own game plan going forward. So let's just get into it here. Now, first of all, what is a low cap coin? Some of you may be asking, some of you might be new to cryptocurrency, not sure what a low cap is, but so first of all, down to the basics, it has to do with the market cap of a coin. Now, the market cap is defined by the current price of the coin multiplied by the total circulating supply of that coin. So say for instance, there's only 100 coins in circulation of a coin and they're each worth $1. Well, 1 times 100, that's $100 market cap. So it works kind of like that. And if you go to coinmarketcap.com, it ranks all the coins in order of largest market cap to smallest. So just in case you didn't know that, anybody who's just getting into cryptocurrency. Now, what would be considered a low cap coin? Well, on this, everyone has their different perspectives. I've heard people calling micro caps coins that are 250 million. I've heard all kinds of things. You might hear the term mid cap, low cap, large cap, micro cap. I personally would say low cap would be any coin roughly under maybe 50 million. I think that's a good range there. And more specifically, if you want to say micro caps, I would personally consider that anything under 1 million market cap, maybe under 500,000 market cap. But those could also be considered low cap coins as well. But you can use the term micro cap if you really want to get specific. But so now, why would we be interested in these low cap coins? Well, they can be explosive and really explosive, and they have a ton of upside. A coin that already has billion-dollar market cap, a very large market cap, it's kind of hard for it to make those high percentage gains. It could do a 2x or 3x, 4x its price going forward, but it is a little bit easier for the lower cap coins to just do these 10, 20, 50 x's. But then with the low cap market, there is a lot more scams. Some of the projects are a little bit sketchy, so you really have to be careful when you get into some of these low cap coins. Here's an interesting fact here is that Bitcoin was once a low cap coin. It was under 1 million market cap for most of 2010, and it broke 100 million market cap for the first time in 2011. And I think currently it's sitting at something like maybe 200 billion market cap. So it's really blasted off since then. And today there are thousands of these low cap coins that are out there. And if you really have to kind of filter through it and just kind of pick them right. And I think if you make your choices right, pick the coins right going forward, you can really put yourself in a good position to see some really strong upside. But of course they can be very risky, so let's get into that here. Now, of course, choosing the right low cap coin. Now, there's a ton that goes into this, and it's almost an art in itself. You kind of have to really just, like I've always said a lot of times in my channels, you have to get your own game plan together. What coins do you like? What interests you? When people tell you things, you can't really take that for 100%. You still have to do your due diligence and do your research on the coin. And there is a saying, it's DYOR, that stands for do your own research, and that is very, very important. Like I said, many of these low cap coins are very sketchy projects. They could be scams and sketchy projects, so you really have to be careful there, but they have a ton of upside. So I would say when you're trying to choose the right low cap coin, you definitely want to check everything you could, do all your research, and some of the popular things that you would definitely want to check before making a purchase is check the coin website. How does it look? Check the GitHub, check the Bitcoin Talk announcement page, all their social media platforms, more specifically their Twitter, their Reddit, their YouTube, their Instagram, their Facebook, Telegram, and Discord. Are their devs active? See how the community interacts together. These are very important things to check. And also, you want to check the block explorer and check the wealth distribution to see if it's top heavy. And by top heavy, I mean, was there a super high pre-mine? Do they have some kind of some coins locked away in escrow is a term that a lot of projects are using now, where the coins are locked and they can't use them. But I mean, for me personally, that's kind of red flaggy, but I mean, you want to, it's really up to you, I guess. Now, what are some of the things that I personally look for in a low cap coin, and if you want to call it a low cap gem? Gem that's a term thrown around in the crypto sphere a lot. That's like, oh, look at these crypto gems. Look at this low cap gem. It's a coin that just is really low market cap. It has a ton of potential, and you could make some serious gains on it. But like I said, you got to be careful. So now, what do I look for? Usually, okay, of course, if the dev team is active and committed, that's very important. You want to see, I always look and see how are their social media accounts, more important, more specifically their Twitter, and just kind of see how, are they active? When was their last tweet? When was their last update? Are they still doing things? Is it a community coin? This, to me, I love community coins. I don't like ICO projects. I don't really like ERC20 tokens. And for those of you who don't know what an ERC20 token is, that's a coin that doesn't have its own blockchain, and it runs on the Ethereum chain. It's called an ERC20 token. They're relatively easy to make, and with a lot of these ERC20 tokens, you get these projects, they're kind of like iffy, and then they promise at a future date that they're going to have like a main net. They usually have a pretty large pre-mine amount. I'm not saying that all these projects are bad. I'm just saying there's been a lot of projects who have kind of been scams in the past, and you really want to be careful with the ERC20 token market. Really tread carefully there. So I personally like community coins, like coins that already have their own working blockchain. Generally right around 10 million market cap or lower. I think that's a really nice sweet spot. If you get kind of under 500,000, a million, I mean, it does get kind of a little bit riskier as they get lower. Not necessarily, but you just want to really kind of analyze everything there. Also, if it's been around, if it's proven its resiliency through the previous bear market, which was brutal on altcoins, things were just super red, just dropping down so low. I think the super strong coins going forward are the ones that survive that bear market, and they're just making tons of updates, tons of progress through that. I think that's a super big positive if you could find any coins that have been around. And if it has a realistic use case, a lot of these coins, you go to their use case, what's the purpose of it, and it has some kind of complicated explanation that's really hard to kind of grasp, and you just think, well, what the heck are they even trying to say that it's going to do? I mean, so yeah, if it has a realistic use case, that's another big plus. Also, if it has an explosive past price history, if you've seen some just crazy parabolic moves in the past with tons of volume, that's a good sign that it could happen again going forward. So if it happened in the past, there's a chance that it could definitely happen again going forward. And that's a technique and a tip that I've seen in different penny stock kind of like tip trading courses things. And a lot of times they say with a penny stock is that whenever you see one like a huge runner or one that just kind of like had a huge movement up, there's a lot of that coin or that, or are we in cryptocurrency or stock market, that penny stock has a pretty high chance of that happening again at some point. So you'd want to put that on your radar or your watch list going forward. So now, what percentage of your crypto portfolio should you allocate to low caps? Well, there is no right answer to this. It just kind of depends on what you want to do. Depends on you and your strategy. Have a game plan and stick to it. I personally would, if you're talking about a really high risk coin, which may be something under 100,000, under 200,000 market cap, and just not really too established yet. Some of these, they're called you'll hear the term shit coins or microcap. Depending on your risk tolerance, I would say, throw $50, $100 into it, maybe $200, whatever, and just kind of sit on it. That's one technique you can possibly use. Because a lot of those coins, they are really, really high risk. Like, anything can happen. They're on some really sketchy exchanges too, so sometimes it's very common those exchanges could get hacked. You're just really getting into a super high risk. A lot of risk is there that you kind of want to try to mitigate. Now, yeah, I would say putting anywhere 1 to 2% of your crypto portfolio into those high risk coins, that's one method you could possibly use. And then for your other kind of more established low cap coins, maybe anywhere from 3 to 10%. Kind of depending on how much confidence you have in that particular project, how much research you've done, how much you've seen. But again, there is always risk, so keep that in mind. You don't really want to go all in on a coin. That's kind of like not that good of an idea. Try to diversify a little bit if you could. So risk management technique number 1, buying and storage. So just going to touch a little bit on some risk management techniques on kind of how to properly buy and secure your coins safely. I've seen a lot. I've been in the cryptocurrency industry now since December 2017 during the epic bull run, and I've seen a lot of things happen, a lot of crazy things happen, and a lot of exchanges get hacked and stuff like that. And you always want to use a wallet. That's like number 1 rule. When you store your coins on the exchange, they have the private keys and anything can happen. I've seen exchanges just go down, exchanges get hacked or internally hacked by people who work at the exchange. Exchanges steal the coins. There's some really crazy things that I've seen happen. So what you want to do, you always, if you could, store them on your computer. And by doing that, if you are just getting into the space, you want to download the wallet of that particular coin on your computer. There's another saying here, it's BYOB, be your own bank. So store them on your computer, and then what you want to do is, a lot of these low cap coins, they're on some, like I've said before, some pretty like sketchy exchanges, kind of ish. So what you want to do, you send your Bitcoin to the exchange or whatever you're going to use to purchase the altcoin. Once it gets there, you want to buy the coin or set your buy orders, and then once that order is filled, once you have your altcoin on that exchange, you want to pretty quickly send that to your computer into the wallet that you have for that coin. The longer you have the coins on the exchange, that's just the more risk it's kind of exposed to it of just kind of things happening. So I'd say the quicker the better. Try to get it to your computer, and then once you get it to your computer, you want to encrypt the wallet with your own password, and then you want to make a backup of the wallet. Very important, and you make an external backup, so you store that. I recommend with on at least 2 external devices, flash drive, external hard drive, store backups of the wallet, just in case your computer somehow fries or breaks, and that way you are good to go. I would say everything is stored properly there. Another thing you want to consider, always use 2-factor authorization on the exchanges, and that's, you can download the Google Authenticator app. I'm sure many people, of course, if you've been around, you've already seen that, and so I'm just kind of reiterating some things here, and this might be geared towards people just kind of getting into the space, more specifically into low cap space. So now, risk management technique number 2, selling. So this is a section I kind of wanted to touch on and go over some things of what I plan to be doing going forward. And if I can look back on, my previous history, I'd say selling, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us out there, a lot of you guys as well, you say, man, I wish I could have just cashed out everything in December of 2017 and January of 2018. And we're just like, man, but you know what? You can't cry over spilled milk. So it happened. It's in the past, and we have learned from that, and we have to go forward. So now, one technique here, and one thing I think is very important is you want to have a cash out plan. Um, if you guys follow the crypto channel, Colin Talks Crypto, he just made a video going over his cash out plan, which I thought was pretty interesting. So make sure you give that a look if you want there. Now, many of the altcoins, they have a potential of retracing their gains up to 99%. So it kind of retraces completely after the alt season. So you definitely want to take some off the table when it starts going parabolic. The question is when. Trying to time that can be very, very tricky, and it could be very, very difficult. So, but I think if we kind of get a game plan together, visualize it going forward, that way when it happens, we can kind of be more ready and just kind of be ready for it when it comes. So now, like a lot of people were saying, you want a dollar cost average into the market. That way you're kind of like less emotionally attached. $200 every week, $200, whatever, $500 a week, depending on your how much money you want to put in. So I think applying that same principle to cashing out. So you want a dollar cost average out of the market. I think I think that's a really smart plan going forward. So now, my plan, and I kind of saw this from Colin Talks Crypto's video, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, if you can sell in increments of say 5 or 10% of your portfolio when it starts going parabolic, or when Bitcoin starts going parabolic, say does a 40x to a 60x, and that would be kind of in the range of 124,000 to 186,000, kind of in that range. And is it even going to get there? I mean, who knows for sure, but I'm not selling any of my coins until Bitcoin breaks 20K. And those numbers, I do keep referring to Colin Talks Crypto. He kind of came up with those numbers there. You can see his reasoning, but I like his reasoning. I like his mathematics. His methods seem pretty cool. So there's all kinds of people doing videos of like estimating prices and things like that. You can watch whoever, but so once Bitcoin does go parabolic, and some of the alts start popping and we approach alt season, dollar cost average out and sell roughly anywhere from 40 to 50% of your total crypto holdings, because it could still keep going up and it could start going down. But yeah, if you cash out everything, that could be a little bit, cashing out your full position, that's like super risk. I wouldn't really recommend doing that, but it could be good as well. You just have to kind of go with it. And now the last part of this technique that I think is pretty cool here is consider buying stable coins. Now, there's a site called stablecoinindex.com, and it has all the stable coins. And now, why would you want to buy a stable coin? Well, the stable coin is always pegged to the value of $1. So one of those coins equals $1. And say if you don't really want to go into all cash, you can just go into all stable coin, and it would be kind of the same as cash. So now, why would this be beneficial? Well, if you make pretty nice percentage gain, say, I don't know, 200,000, or maybe even more, maybe less, whatever, and you transfer that to your bank, then you're responsible for paying taxes on that crypto that you cashed in. And say if you don't, I don't know, if you don't pay those taxes, or something else happened or whatever, the bank, technically, they can seize your account, they can seize your asset or your cash, and they can just take that from you. It's just numbers on a screen, really. So there is some risk there. Like I said, it's really up to you. I'm going to look into buying some stable coins and kind of testing it out. One stable coin that does look pretty pretty good is DAI. It's decentralized. It's a hybrid stablecoin. You can store it on the ledger. Definitely take a look at it and just kind of visualize. Just try to kind of get your game plan ready. And I think you can. I think that it would be pretty smart to consider. Going to some when you do your cash out plan, go partially into stable coins, maybe 100%, whatever you want to do, maybe 50%, whatever. And you can even diversify that through the stable coins too, different ones. So I think that's a really, really good, smart option to keep in mind. Now this is one more technique here that I threw in. This is myself. I've been trying to focus on getting my deep work, just get that deep work mentality going. Now I've talked about this before in I think one of my videos previously, but there's a book called Deep Work by Cal Newport. You could research it, and he kind of goes into some, explains what it is, but pretty much you have to have that 3 to 4 hours a day of that true deep work of whatever you're doing, intense focus, no distractions, no picking up your cell phone to text people, no checking social media, no liking this and that. You're just completely tuned in on your task, all that mental clarity, and you don't want to get, like I said, just checking your phone, because then you get that attention residue, and that's a real thing. It's attention residue. It's the receptors in your brain. When you divert your attention from one thing to another, then you go back to the thing that you were working on. There's some residue there, and you're just not as focused. So, and when you eliminate that, there is no more of that attention residue, and it's just you're just completely tuned in. So you can do some research on that yourself. Some more deep work by Cal Newport. Highly recommend it. For me, I'm doing my deep work in the mornings, about 3 hours, just intense focus. And you want to try to stay emotion free whenever you're making any kind of pretty large or pretty important decisions within your crypto portfolio. You don't want to just get very emotional and start just selling everything, and try to stay emotionally sound. Another term, be stoic, stoicism, and you guys can research that if you want. And it's kind of like not really showing emotion, delayed emotion, just being stoic. A famous stoic philosopher was Marcus Aurelius, so you can check out some more about that. And that concludes everything. So, be safe. Don't buy more than you can afford to lose. I hope, this is I quickly kind of just threw some things together here of just my own information of things that I kind of look for in coins and some things that I try to do. And really, there is always risk in cryptocurrency. It's a very volatile market. I'm not a financial advisor at all, so you want to study. You want to kind of get your own method going on. You want to learn different things about blockchain technology and anything crypto related. There are a lot of people who offer these Bitcoin trading programs and things like that, and crypto trading things, and I personally think that anyone who wants money from you, that's a scam. It's a complete scam. Everything is available for free on the internet for you. I would not recommend paying for any type of programs out there. And this video here is just my own. I'm just trying to spread awareness out there to people. And well, that concludes everything. So please, I'd appreciate it if you could like and comment, subscribe if you're interested in low cap coins, altcoins. I'm planning to make my next video the top five buys for July 2019. So if you have your favorite altcoin projects, anything you want me to look into to do a review on, you can leave a comment below. I'll be glad to take a look at it. Any crypto gems. And I am relocating. I'm starting a new job here soon, so I'm going to be relocating a little bit of time. I'll be a little bit busy there kind of for the next couple weeks and maybe a month, but I'm going to try to get a couple videos in here and there during the weekends. So thanks. And I think that's it there. Yeah, a little bit longer, a little bit longer than expected, but I just kind of wanted to make sure I touched everything and kind of got into a lot of detail. You know, there's a lot out there. You really want to just kind of analyze. You really want to, like I always say, DYOR, do your own research. Really, a lot of really nice upcoming projects in the low cap crypto space that you can check out. I've been seeing a lot in the Crypto Gems group. Let me see if I can find something here for that. I'm sure they have their own, like, let's see, Crypto Gems. Okay, so I think that it's only on Telegram. It's on Telegram. A lot of IEOs and things. If you're trying to look for let's see here, Crypto Gems. Here we go, Crypto Gems. Join. Now, this is a pretty cool group if you're looking for just anything low cap. There's a lot of different, okay, here we go. This is the picture here. Okay, now, this is just one option if you are looking to check out some new low cap coins. This is the Crypto Gems. This is the Gems board here. I've been watching this group. It's been slowly growing on Telegram. I kind of will leave a comment in there every now and then, but it looks like they have, okay, their tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 kind of breakdown of their projects that they're kind of promoting in a way. And they do have like some different IEO launch things here. But you want to kind of still do your own research and really kind of check out and get into some of these projects. I would just say you really want to do your own research. I did do a review on Centivate there. That's an option if you are into those type of coins, the IEOs. I personally not really into the ERC20 tokens that much, but Kubo Gold. There's a lot of projects that are kind of shilled on here, but some are pretty interesting, and some you might really like, and you might find a good project in there. So it's a cool option if you're, for discovering low cap coins, or you can just kind of go through CoinMarketCap as another technique, or you can let's see here. Now, one thing I do like to do is if you go to CoinMarketCap, let's see, coinmarketcap.com/coins, and this will filter out the tokens on CoinMarketCap, which I think is really cool. It eliminates all the ERC20 tokens. So again, coinmarketcap.com/coins. Now these are coins that are only coins that have their own blockchain. So that to me is pretty cool. Let's see here. Electra 130. And there's another filter. It's let's see. If you go to coinmarketcap.com/coins/views/filter-non-mineable, okay, then it filters it for only mineable coins, non-ERC20. This is the ultimate filter if you really want to get down and find some super secret hidden coins. CoinMarketCap mineable coins. That's where it's at. This is where you're going to really find some explosive projects, I think, but you just got to pick the right ones. If only it were that easy. Yeah, so you can take a look at that. So, all right, well, that concludes everything for today. Make sure to check me out on Twitter here. Let's just go do a quick Twitter. This is going to be a long video today, but hey, let's just kind of cover everything. Michael Putman, he has a new van. There we go. Nash Clay with ECA support, doing awesome. I had a question about my mobile wallet. They were really great to help it out. Now I saw this guy here ask me how. someone who supposedly turned $100 into it was like 160,000 on his BitMEX. I mean, is that true? I mean, if so, that's pretty awesome. Jesus. Well, yeah, so anyways, you can check me out here at ry4n_crypto. So give me a follow. I'll give you a follow back. Check me out. So that concludes everything for today. Like, subscribe, comment. Make sure to comment. Leave some coins that you want me to check out so I can do some reviews and maybe potentially include them in my top 5 buys for July video. Enjoy your holidays. Have a great 4th of July, everyone. Be safe out there. That's it, and I will see you guys later. So have a great day. Bye-bye. Talk to you later. Take care.